LOL, LMFAO. There. Whew. Now that I got that out of me, let's get serious.
Why so serious?
Why? Well, let me tell you. I wasn't such a fan of the first movie. I thought it was overhyped and believe it would have instead worked so brilliantly better as a troll movie. In a sense, that it would be hyped up and advertised as an origin story for Batman's biggest foe, the Clown Prince of Crime. But then, actually, has nothing to do with the character or comics whatsoever. Just an Oscar-winning story about a clown for hire with a condition, slowly losing his mind and grip on reality. Instead, we got In Association with DC, and its sequel, Folie et Deux, is an American jukebox musical, loosely based on characters from DC Comics. And I mean loosely. Directed by Todd Phillips, who said he is so totally done after this box office bomb that is Joker 2. If you didn't see the first movie, don't fret. They remind you and recollect a lot of what happened prior. I'd say a solid 10 minutes of runtime is devoted to Previously On. Mostly set in Arkham State Hospital and a courtroom, we see Arthur Fleck now in custody, awaiting his trial for his crimes. Once again, Joaquin Phoenix plays the character so believably and relatable that you still feel remorse for him and engage with his situation, emotions, and condition. He starts off well-behaved to then slowly revert back into the Joker, the more applause he gets. His acting is unconditional and is truly unrecognizable in the role of Arthur Fleck, to then become even more diluted when he turns back into Joker. This being a main theme in this movie, as his lawyer plans to argue that Arthur has dissociative identity disorder, and that his Joker personality is responsible for the crimes and not him. At an Arkham musical therapy session, Arthur meets another patient, Harlequin, or Lee, rather, played by Lady Gaga. Gaga brought her acting A-game as well, as I believed her motivations and connection she had with Arthur. Well, they had it. They have their moments both in and out of Arthur's head, via musical numbers, of course. And I found these songs in his head made more sense as musical numbers and actually fit the plot a lot better than the others. Others that I personally think should have been cut and instead have that time spent focusing on other plot lines. I don't know. Maybe that of showing more of Joker's influence on Gotham, the impact his crimes had, and more of the chaos growing out in the city. We get glimpses of this, but not enough to satisfy our curiosity. Instead, we get sporadic singing, to which it really didn't transition into gracefully. It was so off, and I'm still unsure if that was intentional or not. It was a valiant effort, but the lip syncing didn't fit, and I was taken out of moments I was really invested in when they would just randomly start singing candidly with quite noticeable auto-tune. There were also unclear lapses in time, and the third act takes place at his hyped-up court case. This is where I felt the story fell off completely and served up a finale that disappointed a lot, if not most fans and moviegoers. Everyone is slamming this highly awaited yet unnecessary sequel. So I thought I may try to be a diamond in the rough, swim against the current, and find good in Folie et Deux. For sure, it was funnier than the first, and the acting was incredible all around. But was just so distractingly interrupted when they would just start singing out of place. When you think of musicals, you think of production, dance numbers, choruses, and harmonies. Here, it just felt out of place and out of nowhere. But to pull a proper Harvey Dent and flip the coin, the companion album it was paired with fared well. Amply named Harlequin, Lady Gaga gave such hope to what this movie could have been. That of a grand, chaotic production. Instead, the film came across as a dive bar karaoke night, which can be fun in proportions. You can find my review diagnosis of this album in the description. Also, like and subscribe for more movie and album reviews, with lots more coming this month. There's 3 toothy grinned sequels I'm covering. Stay tuned for my thoughts on Smile 2 and Venom 3, and let October 2024 be the season of toothy grins. Grinning. Joker 2, though, it's definitely disappointing. It's nowhere near as mind-blowingly terrible as some reviews are claiming it to be, and I would even diagnose it with a 5 out of 10. A higher rating would have been given if they cut it down to, let's say, 2 or 3 musical numbers in his head, and then focused more on his impact outside of his containment. Show more of his followers and fans committing chaos in his name. Show us more of his influence on Gotham, instead of mainly focusing on the Folie et Deux.